What's up, everybody? This is the Chosen Individual here, and today we have finally received that much needed solution to the camping problem in SCP's secret laboratory.
I don't believe it!
There's no doubt about the fact that camping has been a dark aspect of Secret Lab and has caused unmeasurable amounts of frustration to players all around the world, myself included. Because let's be honest, people who camp in games deserve to get their ass beat. Same for the people who develop and use cheats. Unfortunately, however, my sources tell me that this solution does not come from Northwood Studios, which, for those of you who don't know, are the developers of SCP-SL, but instead comes from a community member. I'm sure you know where I'm going with this, right? Our good buddy SwiftKraft uploaded a video to his channel called Fixing SCP-SL's Camping Problem. Now, to be fair, I'm not very familiar with SwiftKraft or the big people in the SL community. Despite playing the game myself, I don't consume much content on it. But SwiftKraft is apparently a plugin developer for some servers, and he seems well respected within the SL community. So his points and suggestions must be good, right? They must come from someone who knows what they're doing.
WRONG!
My god, he reminds me of Quantum TV's Elden Ring review with some of the points he makes. Now, I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed when it comes to game design, but I know a thing or two because I've designed my own games before, which have been lost to time, by the way, so don't ask about them or I'll slap you. So what went so terribly wrong here? Are these guys' points really that bad? Well, all questions will be answered. So let's throw our hat in the ring, let's make some easy content, and let's make fun of somebody in the process. Alright, let's do this. Get ready to dive into another hardball piece of criticism. Mr. Kraft, please testify on your arguments for the fixing of SCP-SL's camping issues.
TTK plays a big role in camping. One of the causes of camping behavior is low TTK, which allows players to eliminate other players in a very short period of time. If you get killed very fast, you won't be able to do any damage to campers, which will result in a large amounts of body throwing in order to get rid of just a couple of them, which is a really bad experience overall. But before we start going around and boycotting all of the games that have low TTK, there is a massive problem with removing low TTK from a game like SCP-SL. First of all, it would be really frustrating to get kills. You would have to land a lot of shots on them for them to even get low enough to heal, and after they heal, a constant cycle of healing and shooting begins, until one side runs out of ammo or healing. Yes, it gets rid of camping, but do you really want each gunfight to be a constant spam of bullets and healing?
Give Swift credit where it is due. He is right, time to kill isn't really something that can be changed. I mean, in my experience at least, TTK has been on par with the strengths of the human classes. With SL supposed to be a realistic shooter, it's no wonder that guns have low TTK. Please continue with your testimony.
I hate to break it to you, but the map design of SCP-SL is one of the worst in gaming. Easily campable elevators, straight corridors, and cross-sections allowing for snipers to be prevalent. Dead ends all over the facility with only one choke point to aim at. These features will cause campers to thrive.
Objection!
Easily campable elevators and long corridors. Well, Mr. Kraft, if you insist. For you see, that is the design that is consistent with the theme of the game.
Take that!
SCP-SL takes place in an underground secret research facility. As such, small elevators are easily going to be part of the design. It would seem obvious that every tidy, well-made facility has small elevators. If you're not carrying anything that big in those elevators, well then there is no need for big elevators. Or are you suggesting that Northwood should have a giant cargo elevator going down and up flight containment every time? Is that considered good, consistent map design for you? Same for the corridors. Unless you want to repeat the modular site project fiasco, small tight corridors are going to be a staple of every facility. So yes, it's going to be a choke-like point, but it's consistent design with the theme of the game.
Let's talk about choke points. What are choke points? Take a doorway, for example. This is a choke point, a place where you can easily lock down if there were to be attackers pushing your position. The walls are tight around their side, so they don't have much room to move, and they don't have much information about the room they're pushing into. The enemy could be standing anywhere, and they will always come from the same place.
Hold it!
Well, Mr. Kraft, dare I countersay you, but as a person with 418.9 hours in SCP's secret laboratory, I have to say that not once have I seen somebody camp in the entrance zone evacuation shelters.
Take that!
It's bizarre, isn't it? If you hate the Alpha Warhead silo so much and think it's the most unfair choke point in the game, why not just use that as the example instead of something nobody ever camps in?
Objection!
The elevator in Nuke Room is the most unfair choke point in the entirety of SCP-SL, with defenders being able to see the elevator from across the room, tight space and lack of cover inside the elevator, as well as sufficient cover for defenders. It is a nightmare to attack and take down. So how can we solve this? Instead of having one choke point, we can have multiple that leads to the room, a back door perhaps. And instead of the elevator opening right in the line of fire, we can remove the windows, fully allowing defenders to play in a semi-predictable position. We can also expand the walkway that leads to the defender position, allowing attackers more space to work with. And we can open up a second route for attackers to rush alongside the attacker from the first route to pinch the defenders. These changes won't make Nuke Room completely free of campers, but it will make camping a lot harder, with attackers having multiple options to take out defenders, and defenders not having an environmental edge over the attackers. Such simple changes can already reduce camping in these areas.
Objection!
You're right, I'm sorry. All this redesigning is centered towards making the areas easier to rush instead of reducing camping in them. So even though you're doing this in important rooms, and even though previously I would like to direct the court's attention to the fact that you said people would camp in the evacuation shelters, doesn't that defeat the whole purpose of fixing SCP-SL's camping problem?
Hold it!
What SCP-SL could do is to add more winning conditions that don't involve killing all of the enemies. For example, if a large number of scientists escape and the MTF has recontained SCP-079, it is an automatic MTF victory, no matter how many enemies are on the site at the current time.
Objection!
You're already just hell-bent on burying yourself, aren't you? Your throne of lies is collapsing underneath you. So you claim that there should be more win conditions that don't include neutralizing all threats in the facility, right? So, let me just pitch a situation for you, and you will tell me if it's logical, alright? So all scientists have escaped, and the MTF has recontained SCP-079. The MTF leave, and the site is re-established. And then this happens. Oh hi, Ragtag Chaos Insurgency, thanks for showing up to our site uninvited. Yeah, come on in, we're just having dinner. Would you like a beer or... Oh wait, why are you shooting all of our scientists in the head? Oh no, I totally didn't expect you to do something like that. Who could have seen this coming? So you see, Mr. Kraft, the MTF's goal is to neutralize any and all threats to the safety and secrecy of the Foundation. Therefore, again, you fall into the pit of not properly acknowledging the theme and logic of the game. So, Mr. Kraft, I'd say that the only thing that is a win out of these conditions is the gaping hole in your testimony. So, what's really going on here? Mr. Kraft tried to make a video on the camping problem of SCP-SL, but failed horribly at considering the ramifications of the theme and logic of the game. Therefore, his suggestions are not something anchored to the true reality of the game, as implementing these would utterly betray the tone, theme, and logic of the game, and would, despite fixing the camping problem, not be something that the SCP Foundation would like to be associated with. So, in conclusion, I strongly disagree with the grand majority of SwiftKraft's points. And I might have sounded a little more harsh than usual, but look, the Scarlet Brain Rot is real, okay? And I don't want it infecting SCP Secret Lab, or although it kind of already has. It seems that this solution was, unfortunately, only a facade, and camping will continue to be one of SCP-SL's biggest problems. Or maybe Northwood already has something in mind. At this point, who knows? What do you think? Do you agree that I'm in my rights to point at and laugh at SwiftKraft's points? Or do you think that he's spouting straight facts? Let me know down in the comments. I know I haven't uploaded in way too long, but I was in a different city with family and friends and whatnot, so I didn't have time to record this. I hope what I have provided has been compelling, and I hope he doesn't turn to copyright abuse to shut me down. In any case, smash that like button down below if you enjoyed these types of videos. Subscribe to my channel and share it on MySpace or whatever these social media these damn kids use these days. This has been The Chosen Individual, and I'll see you next time. Peace out, gamers.